Wolves kept out Crystal Palace in a 2-0 win, but frustratingly, Saiss was rested to the bench, leaving only Kiko Firmino as cover. Alexander-Arnold reminded us why he's such an explosive asset, earning a goal and assist against Chelsea. There were plenty of goals in that game, including 5 for the home side, but Mo Salah wasn't really at the races once again, and failed to score with his 3 shots in the box. Bruno Fernandes looked tired as United dropped points against West Ham, while Riyad Mahrez was on the bench for a second successive Premier League game. The forwards both came away with returns, Jimenez with a slightly fortunate assist, and Greenwood with a well-taken finish to equalise against West Ham. A score of 63 points wasn't enough for a Green Arrow, unfortunately, and a top 50k finish is looking unlikely, with no free hit left to play in Gameweek38+. It wasn't ideal, but with the exact cash available, 2 early transfers have already been made, and any surprises with the team news could require a hit. Raheem Sterling has made a late search for the Golden Boot, with 6 in his last 4 outings, and he's spoken about his goal of achieving at least 20 goals for the season. The home fixture against Norwich should give him that opportunity. Bruno Fernandes is unfortunate to make way, but he was the only midfielder with a high enough value to make the switch, other than Salah, who reluctantly stays despite having missed a number of big chances of late. Patricio makes way to help fund the move, in a downgrade to Arsenal's Martinez, ahead of Watford's visit to the Emirates. So, for the last time this season, here's how the team is set to line up for Gameweek38+. Watford are in need of points, having moved into the relegation zone, following Villa's win against the Gunners. But the Hornets have only scored once in their last 4 away trips. Only Crystal Palace have fared worse. It's looking unlikely that Charlie Taylor will recover to claim his place in the Burnley backline, but he's yet to be officially ruled out. Saiss is on standby to come in as Wolves travel to Stamford Bridge. Alexander-Arnold and Digne have favourable matchups against Newcastle and Bournemouth respectively. Over the last 4 game weeks, the Liverpool right-back has attempted more assists and created more big chances than any other defender. With 5 days rest since their win over Watford, you'd expect Man City to go fairly strong for their final Premier League fixture of the season. With 2 goals and 3 assists in 4 home matches since the restart, De Bruyne has averaged 9 points per game. Mahrez meanwhile has scored all 3 of his goals since the restart at the Etihad. Salah has failed to score in the last 3 game weeks, but ranks first amongst midfielders with tallies of 11 shots in the box, 7 on target and 4 big chances. He's up against a Newcastle side that have been hit hard by defensive injuries, and no side have conceded more goals over the last 4 game weeks. Anthony Martial has found a return in each of the last 5 game weeks, where he's averaged 9.2 points per game. Up front, there's no Kane or Aubameyang, just the good old-fashioned Raul Jimenez, who often steps up against the Big Six. He's picked up 8 goal involvements in 11 appearances against those sides this season, with only De Bruyne faring better. With 5 goals and 1 assist in the last 6 game weeks, Greenwood has picked up 45 FPL points, more than any other forward. Spurs found plenty of joy on the counter against Leicester, and that could be the case again here for United. The Foxes have shipped 10 goals in the last 4 game weeks, only Crystal Palace and Chelsea have fared worse. Had Mo Salah been in better form coming into the game with Newcastle, he would have been a tempting captaincy option. But having risked early moves just to bring him into the side, Raheem Sterling is now the main contender. No player has scored more points in the last 4 game weeks, where he's picked up 6 goals and 2 assists to average 12.3 points per game.